The Lunar New Year was marked on February 17th. 2026 is the year of the horse and is predicted to be a year of bravery, speed, and resilience. To celebrate, our City and OMNI News teams will be taking part in the Lunar New Year parade this Sunday. And joining us now to talk about it is OMNI News Cantonese anchor Karen So. Welcome, Karen.
Thank you, Kate. Good to be here again.
For some context, can you tell us a bit about the significance of the horse and specifically the fire horse?
I think most people know that the Chinese zodiacs go by 12 animals, or one animal each year. And there's also the 5 elements: the wood, the fire, the earth, the metal, and then the earth. Yes, so 5 elements and the 12 zodiacs, so it only repeats every 60 years. So the year of fire horse only comes every 60 years. The horse is an animal of energy, of passion, and smartness. And with fire, which is the very similar element, so it intensified all the things that horse symbolizes.
Okay. And what does the Lunar New Year parade mean to the Vancouver community? And what are some of the traditions that families take part in?
The Chinese New Year parade in Chinatown is one of the oldest parade in the city of Vancouver. It starts in 1974, so this year it will be its 52nd year. It is the largest in history. I've talked to the organizer earlier in the week, and he told me there's more than 100 groups will be walking in the parade, and it always attracts tens of thousands of spectators. So one word of caution: take public transit. Don't try to drive, or there'll be roads closure. You'll find it difficult to find parking. And the Chinese New Year parade started as something that the Chinese community celebrate within Chinatown. Back in those days, Chinatown is a very close-knit community, and not a lot of outsiders, non-Chinese, like to go to Chinatown. But of course now it's very different. We attract a lot of people of different ethnicity and cultures. And also with the floats, we have floats from different cultures too. As you can see, we have Chinese dancing, we have a lot of lions, a lot of dragons. And this year, because it's the year of horse, you'll be seeing a lot of horses too.
Real horses?
Oh, you will see some real horses. Word has it that VPD will be sending their horses over, and we'll see a lot of horse costume, of course.
Okay. And recently we featured Mimi Ho's family and their legacy in the Chinatown parade. Tell us a bit about their story.
They are one of the oldest group who participate in the Chinese New Year parade, the Chinatown parade, to be exact. And they are one of the most colorful group in the parade. We talked to the 3 daughters of Mimi Ho. Mimi Ho's foundation is actually started as a dancing school, a Chinese dancing school, because the late Mimi Ho is very passionate about Chinese culture, and she wants it to pass on the Chinese culture to the younger generation, especially for those Chinese Canadians who are born here in Canada and have no first-hand knowledge of what happened in China or in Hong Kong or in Taiwan. So she has the passion of pass on this tradition. And we are now seeing Chinese and non-Chinese dancers in the Chinese New Year parade. They're holding their fan, they're wearing their costume, dressing very beautifully. They have a dance especially designed for the Chinese New Year parade. So make sure you look at them, pay attention to them, and wait for them to come by in the Chinese New Year parade if you are going there.
Okay. And what can we expect from this year's parade? And OMNI News is going to be doing special coverage?
Yes, OMNI News will be doing a special coverage. We'll be going there at 11 o'clock when the parade starts. We'll be there throughout the whole time. We'll walk with you. We'll walk into the parade with CityNews friends, of course. And then we'll be giving out little special gifts, special Chinese New Year gift for you to keep your good memories. And one thing I want to mention that we always see red envelope, red packets given out during the parade, and you can always expect to see a lot of candies, but this is not really the tradition. I'm sure we're going to show you one. This is one of the envelopes we're going to show. We're going to be giving out, and we have I love these candies. But according to tradition, not everyone can give out a red envelope. I know one year when we were walking the parade, I walked there with my kids, and one of the grandpas said, "Oh, a kid's giving me red packet," because that is not normal. It's usually elderly or family member or anyone who is higher up in the family hierarchy who'll be giving out red packets to the younger ones. And all unmarried people are considered kids. So all kids receive red packets, and they're supposed to be filled with cash.
Okay.
But we're not giving out cash.
But on the parade, if we gave out cash to everybody, we wouldn't have much money left.
No,
That's a lot of people.
And instead of cash, we'll be giving out these little flags, which says folk on one side, which means fortune and blessing, and spring on the other side.
Okay. And Karen, what's your favorite part of the parade?
My favorite part of the parade is talking to people, shaking people's hands, and giving out red packets, because I get to give red packets to old people too, which is not part of the tradition. And I like to see kids dressed up in the traditional Chinese dresses. Those are one of the highlights for me. But of course, I like to see the animal costume every year, because they're different every year. Usually, the Mimi Ho Foundation, they have the most kids dressed in the horse costume. In other floats, in other groups, you'll see horse costume too, but not as much as in the VBO Foundation group.
I think something that's really special about this parade that I saw last year was, even though it's in Chinatown, you really do see so many people from all different cultures taking part in this parade.
Yes, we do. Well, I remember years ago we used to see Japanese taiko in the parade, and now we're seeing more and more different cultures. The Sikh motorcycle group has been there for a few years. I'm not sure whether they'll be there, but you'll see other cultural highlights and very colorful parades groups participating. And of course, with the spectator, you'll see people dressed in traditional Chinese costume, or you'll see people who are very curious about the Chinese culture too.
Okay. Well, we are excited for Sunday. Karen, thank you so much for joining us.
Looking forward to it.